Is it a croque monsieur or a croque madame? Well, guess what? We're making both, so you don't even have to worry about it. What is it about the French that they have a way of screwing with our heads when it comes to food? Croque madame. Oh, perhaps a lovely croque monsieur. They're basically just grilled ham and cheese with a lovely little white sauce over the top. And an egg in the case of the croque madame, and we're making both of them. Oh, there's plenty of channels out there that will show you one or the other, but not us. Not today, not ever. We're showing you both because I'm starving. We start by making a bechamel, which is a white sauce. Thank you, French. I will call it a white sauce. It's really simple, 3 ingredients. We start with a couple tablespoons of butter on our little pot, and we let it melt, except it's hotter than I want, so now I have to lift it up so it doesn't brown. I got a little overzealous. Okay, now we're good. And once it melts, we add the same amount, or 2 tablespoons of flour. And we mix about a minute, cooking the raw flour taste out. And then we'll add a cup of milk. And continue to mix again. And now over the next couple minutes, this is gonna thicken and become quite luxurious. But before then, we'll give it 2 things. A little salt and pepper, try and get it actually in the sauce as opposed to on the Evo. And I like to add an untraditional pinch of garlic powder. So you can see how thick it's starting to get, right? It's getting lovely. We want it beautifully, pourably thick. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm doing this with my left hand for Max because he's a child and he can't deal with the other direction. And when it's where you want it, which is exactly like this, we take it off. Honestly, this is like one of the most fatty things we could make. This is not the time for me to be making this. I'm gonna have one bite. It's gorgeous. Okay, so now we'll make our sandwiches. The traditional cheese in the croque monsieur or madame ham and cheese is Gruyere, really lovely Swiss. So I'm at the store, I'm standing in front of the case, I go to reach in for the Gruyere, right beside it is a smoked Gruyere, and I'm like, oh my God, that would be so much better, and just as I'm about to grab that right beside it, what do I find? I find a lovely Chipotle Gouda. I couldn't help myself. So it's not traditional, so it's exceptional, so it's better in a very different, slightly spicy, smoky kind of way. How could that be bad? How could that be bad? Damn the purists. We're going with the Chipotle Gouda, which I now have to shred. Oh, God. Jeez Louise. They need to seal up some of our prisons like they've sealed up this freaking cheese. Okay, look how gorgeous it is. The little specks of Chipotle that are in here. Oh, should we have a little bite while we're here? Why not? Smoky, tiny bit spicy, tiny bit. It's gonna make all the difference. It's about layers of flavor, and we're adding more here. So grab your, what's this thing called? Grater. Box grater. Box and grate. Little wax paper to grate on. Stay. We use the big side, and we go. So here's what we need. We need some of this cheese for the sandwiches. We also need some of this cheese for on top of the bechamel. We'll put a little extra there. Lovely. I cannot wait. And that should be enough. Next, the sandwiches themselves. We start with our bread, like this. And I'm using this really beautiful whole grain bread with a bunch of beautiful seeds in here. It's gonna be great. First thing down on 2 of the slices, some mustard. You could use Dijon. You could use anything that will come out of the freaking bottle. There we go. Quick spread. And now, of course, because it's a grilled cheese, there's got to be cheese. And Here's where our Gouda comes in. We'll put a little Gouda down first. A little bit here. Now the ham. Freaking outstanding. Both sides, of course, over here. Does it look even, Max? And if it wasn't obvious, next is more of the Chipotle Gouda. Wow. This side, beautiful. And of course, the lids. And now, as I'm quite certain you're well aware, the next step is butter. We're only gonna butter one side right now. I'll show you why in a minute. And even though I've got some ripping bread here, we're gonna be fine. So first one down, give it the squish. And that's why you don't put any butter on that side. Butter side down leaves you free to stick your hand straight down to give it that very important squish. Here comes our second one. Lovely, 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 lovely. Add butter to the other side, do the same thing. Now it's just standard grilled cheese 101. When it's golden brown on the bottom, we add butter to the top, flip it over, and repeat. What the f is happening with this kid? Now that they're almost there, we butter the top side with my left hand for Max. That doesn't work. Sorry. Some things I'm willing to do, some things I'm not. Then over here, now we can flip. Ow! Gorgeous. Ah, super gorgeous. Let's flip them that way. There's my little rip. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. And when you're brown and crispy on the bottom, off they come. Now we add the bechamel or the cream sauce. So we've got our crispy sandwiches. Now we add our sauce to both. And don't be cheap about it. Then the second one, gorgeous, gorgeous. A little extra there. A little bit more of the Chipotle Gouda. And if you're just tuning in, no, I didn't use Gruyere, so sue me. And quickly, quickly, off to the broiler. In we go right under the broiler. And watch it because you don't want it to burn. You want beautiful color, you want melting, but you don't want a black burnt mess because, well, that would just suck. And while we gently brown the top of our sandwiches, we make a fried egg for the top of the croque madame. And just let it cook with a little salt and pepper. Always. And when it's ready, and looking unbelievable, we take them out of the oven, we bring them, we set them down. Hello, beautiful. Second guy. And now our egg. Oh my gosh. Beautifully cooked. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't give it a little parsley. Oh, goodness gracious, come on now. And if I didn't say it earlier, herein lies the difference between a croque monsieur and a croque madame. The croque madame has the egg, the monsieur does not. Which, by the way, not too far away from real life. Women have eggs and men don't. And now it's bite time. And my bite's gonna look like this. Oh, come on now. And by the way, I might rush a bit because it started raining. Look at this. So right here, corner, egg, ham, bechamel, Chipotle Gouda in the rain.